Well, hello, welcome to a new video, and welcome back to Cockfosters, I guess. Today is Boxing Day, so that's December 26th, and I'm going to do some work. I did say in one of my other videos I would do a video of Christmas Eve and Boxing Day together, but I wasn't working Christmas Eve. I should have really looked at what I was doing before I made that statement. Anyway, I'm here. It's about just gone 5:05, and we're heading down to T4. So, got a full duty, so see how it goes. So, time this video actually comes out on YouTube, it should be the new year. So I hope you had a great Christmas, and hope you had a good New Year. If you're planning on travelling on the Piccadilly Line over the next 2 or 3 months, we do have engineering works. So I think the day this video will come out, we've got no trains between Cockfosters and Wood Green. Sometime in, I think, February or March, we're shut down completely, the whole line. There's another one where it's shut down between here and Uxbridge. So I'm assuming that's Acton to Heathrow will be open. Really what I'm getting at is just double check. If you're going to travel at a weekend, including bank holidays, there may be engineering works. So I'm not expecting a particularly busy day. It's 5:10 now, so most of the shops will be closing. I think Winter Wonderland is... I tried to get the closing time and it just said generally closes at 10 p.m. But that may close early tonight. Also, very few national rail trains are running today, so unless people have driven in, you haven't quite got as many people coming in by train, if that makes sense. So I am working right through. So obviously today's Boxing Day, and then my next days off are New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so I haven't got to deal with the drunks. I'm not going to be working overnight, I've not put in for it. Oh, I did forget to say that from Christmas Eve until I think it's the 4th of January, there's no Piccadilly trains between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge. I'm kind of looking if this is meant to be my train. Would help if I knew what I wanted. 332, I think, is my first train. Yes. 332 now, 333 later. So looking at it pretty much for the next week, it looks like I'm all Heathrows, T4s, T5s. And that looks like my train. So here's my train. We're not due out for 11 minutes. So it looks like we haven't got quite as many trains running, and it'll probably be similar for most days between now and New Year. Oh, tell you what, that's turned nippy the last couple of days. Oh, double ender. As I walk down, I'm just having a quick glance, make sure there's nothing obvious, that there's any damage to the train or anything, any bodily fluids anywhere. Because if we had a cracked window or something like that, it would have to be taken out of service for safety, and if there was any bodily fluids, then we need to get that cleaned up. Well, I don't, but it would either go out of service or we'd meet a cleaner to clean it. Right, I need a key, don't I? So, I will see you down at T4 with any luck. Yeah, just double checking. So we made it to Terminal 4. It was actually a lot busier in town than I thought it was going to be. There was also a bit of an incident we had, or nearly had, which I will tell you when we get to Arnos Grove, because I'm still annoyed about it. But yeah, I'll explain. We're due out of here in about 1 minute, so I'll see you back at Arnos Grove. So we made it to Arnos Grove. On time as well. It wasn't quite as busy coming east as it was west, but still busy, and no one knows how to get on and off the train. So I just need to have a bit of a rant and rave really, just to get it out my system. So as I just mentioned, people don't know how to get on and off the train. Now on some of my old videos, people have moaned about it, that I get annoyed by it. I get annoyed because it's dangerous. So, if, most of us get caught in the doors, it's not really going to hurt. However, and I've had it today, doors closing, you see it quite a lot. Someone wedges a pushchair in the doors. Like I say, for you and I, probably perfectly fine. For a child, a young baby or something, it'll easily break bones. The other issue is, you go to run into a closing door and you get a strap off your bag, a scarf or something caught in the doors, there's every chance you're going to get taken down the platform. You might just get knocked over. There has been cases in the past, long before my time, where the worst has happened. Which brings me on to my next thing. Let me get through this gate. So it's a bit dark. So the next thing, I was coming into Hammersmith on the westbound. 20 mile an hour speed limit, which I was doing, luckily, and I'm probably 1 car length away from somebody. With that, he walks to the end of the platform, doesn't look, leans over the edge to spit onto the track, which isn't the end of the world, except he hadn't looked to see if there was a train coming, and I was coming, and I reckon maybe 4 seconds. If he'd done it 4 seconds later, or I was a couple of mile an hour faster, there's every chance I'd have hit him. It has happened before, because some people, they'll stand behind the yellow line, and when they see a train coming, they'll lean forward to pick up, say, their bag that's on the floor, not realising their head goes over the track and they've been killed by trains. So all these little things annoy me because they're so dangerous. But anyway, enough of that. Hopefully I'm going to have a break. I pick up in about 50 minutes, so we'll see you then. So I'm at T5. Apologies I didn't film after my break. I was chatting to another driver who I don't see that often, but when I do see him, we're always chatting about travel. So I sat there chatting away, and then I realised I picked up in like 3 minutes or so. So I had to, I won't say I ran to the platform, but I walked with purpose. And when I think I got there about 40 seconds before the train came in, so at least I was there on time. So yeah, come westbound, straight west to Terminal 5. No real grief. Let me just step over this big puddle. It's quiet for a Friday night, but still busier than I expected it to be for Boxing Day. So now it is back up to Cockfosters, put it in the depot, go home, but we're going to stop at Turnham Green first. So I'm doing somebody a favour tomorrow, which means I've got to come in an hour earlier. But it does mean that I can finish an hour earlier. So it'll be worth it in the end. Because I'd imagine it'll be busy tomorrow. So I got in the cab. It's like 1,000 degrees in there. Now I know what Turkey feels like. The driver before me had both heaters on and had the air conditioning blowing hot air. The problem is when you're somewhere like Terminal 5, because it's underground, I can't have the door open trying to cool it down. At least when I leave Cockfosters, if this is the case, I can have the door open, at least to Oakwood, just to try and cool it down. But the air conditioning is not very good and it's just hot, so I'm going to strip off, take my coat off, and we're out here in 3 minutes, so yeah. Let's see if I cook. Oh, that's that done. I saw the driver who I took this train off. I told him I was cursing him for the heat. Right, so airports were busy, T5 and 2 and 3. The rest of town was dead, which is what I like. Just had a gentleman come up to me and ask how we can get to Terminal 4. But even though it's Friday night, because it's Boxing Day, there's no night service, so everything's finished. Well, everything going west. Right, let me get this detrained. Well, that's me finished. They give me a 3. I'm sure they look and go, yeah, he needs to lose weight, we'll give him a 3. So I should have done this at the start of the video, and I've just looked and I've still forgotten. Bear me a moment. So I want to say hello, I don't know if you can see me there, to Jack and Amber. But also, apparently, they've recently got engaged. So I've got my imaginary glass here, because obviously I'm at work, can't drink, and I've got to drive home. I'm sure you lot will join me in saying congratulations, and we wish you all the happiness and a long marriage. So yeah, cheers. Maybe I'll try and Photoshop a glass or something in if I can anyway. So yeah, congratulations to you two and hello. So I'm going to walk out and then drive home. This video will be the first video of 2026 out. So obviously I'm filming Boxing Day, so I think I've already said, hope you had a great Christmas. And it'll come out first Saturday, or should do, if my maths is right, of the new year. So I hope you had a great New Year's night. If you're like me, stay at home wrapped up nice and warm. So again, with my imaginary glass, here is to 2026. I wish you, so I'm looking where I'm going, I wish you all health, wealth and happiness for the coming year. And hope you stick around. Hopefully, well, some of you know what I'm going to be up to from sort of in March and May, but hopefully there'll be some good stuff, some different little things, so looking forward to it. So as always, my hands are cold. As always, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a very good evening. Take care and good night.